Holla if you hear it. It's the only goddess with a message from spirit. What's coming down from the divine spirit guides, ancestors now? What's coming down? Period. What's coming down for my earth element? So we're starting with Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Venus rising, your North Node. What's the dealio? Oh. So what popped out for you, when I zoom out from the parts that overwhelm me, it's easiest to give myself grace. When I zoom out from the parts that overwhelm me, it is easiest to give myself grace. At the bottom of the deck, when I trust goodness, that goodness awaits me, I'm free to release my fears. When I trust that goodness awaits me, I am free to release my fears. So it seems that there is something new that my Tauruses are interested in taking on. But it seems to be some obstacles that are popping up along the way. You're feeling very overwhelmed about this transition. A lot of things may be breaking down at this time. I don't know, maybe it's your cars. I called that out in the Earth sign horoscope, I think twice actually. What's with y'all? Why y'all the ones be having the most car trouble? I don't know, but it could be your connections. For some of you could see that the people who started with you are not the ones that are going to end with you, and that's okay. That is a blessing in disguise. Okay, it may be overwhelming by seeing things that used to, work out, that used to make sense, no longer make sense anymore, no longer resonates with you, no longer resonates with your soul. But do not fear change. I feel like the biggest thing that you are fearful of is change, but realize and recognize that change is the only constant. And I know that being an earth sign in general, y'all hate change, but especially Tauruses, because y'all are fixed signs. So y'all get fixated on a certain type of way that you do things, a certain type of routine, a certain way of life that you live. But what you guys have to understand is that change is not only the only constant, but change is good. So when you trust, when you have an optimistic mindset that goodness is awaiting you, then it makes the transition less fearful and less uncomfortable. King of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's like you almost don't see your full potential, Tauruses. 8 of Swords. It's like you're afraid of your own greatness. That's what's overwhelming you, is your fear of your own greatness. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Some of you could be at odds with your partner, with your lover, with your husband, with your wife. Queen of Cups, 6 of Cups, Judgment card, Fool card. Like I said, don't be afraid to take that leap. It may feel uncomfortable, but it's time to release that fear of being your authentic self, of people really getting to know you, of you opening up and letting people in. Okay, you have 10 of Swords, aka everything is fine, which you try to act like everything is fine, but everything ain't fine. Knights of Cups, 4 Cups in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of different messages coming through here. So some of you, like I said, could be at odds with your lover. Some of you could be at odds with the mother of your child, the father of your child. And it's overwhelming to you with this change in dynamic in your relationship. But it's important for you to realize that if you don't value yourself, then how is this person going to value you? If you don't value how you see yourself, how can you expect that person to value you? So if the love isn't the same, if the relationship isn't the same, if you guys are always bumping heads, it seems like you guys, I don't know, maybe because you have the 6 of Cups here as well in the challenge position. So that may have been the challenge. You may have been, working on yourself, focusing on yourself, focusing on your creativity, your creative projects, focusing on your healing, focusing on growing in your spiritual journey, growing your intuition. And then out of nowhere, somebody from the past pops up, you know, and has you all confuffled and confused and shit. Like, you know, that's usually how it happens. And that's the whole part of this journey, is recognizing spiritual warfare for what it actually is. And when you're in the process of elevating, that is when the most tests and the most trials seem to come up out of nowhere. And as frustrating as it is, it's all a part of the process. Okay, it's a part of the learning curve, it's a part of the learning experience. So you need to be mindful of this moving forward and be grateful for the transitions that you're going through. I feel like you're having a hard time embracing this change, but it's important for you to be grateful for the things that have been removed, for the people who left that didn't want to stay, and realize that you're better off, because whatever is meant for you will not miss you. Whatever opportunities are meant for you, whatever path is meant for you, whatever your calling is that is meant for you, will be there for you when you get there. And you don't have to try to force it to stay. You don't have to try to hold on to it for dear life. You don't have to try to convince it to stay. And I feel like you guys have a bad habit of trying to convince people of your worth when you should already know it yourself. Male or female, don't make no difference. You're the king and the queen of pentacles here for a reason. So clearly I'm talking, and that's in any situation, I'm talking to anybody, any gender, any pronoun, doesn't matter. It applies because we have masculine and feminine energy within us, period. So some of you guys need to balance that. Some of you guys need to balance your masculine and your feminine energy. Know when to go after what it is that you want, and know when to sit back and be open to receiving. Okay? Finding that balance is essential at this time. Some of you may have parent healing from your parents to do. That's another reason why the Six of Cups is here. You guys are stuck and feel like you are stuck mentally, but you're meant the okay, throat chakra. Some of you guys need to utilize your throat chakra more, because some of you are stuck in your head, and you need to realize the prison that you're creating for yourself is in your head. Your thoughts are overwhelming you. Thoughts of the past, thoughts of, you know, toxicity from your childhood, trauma from your childhood. Some of you are caught up in the trauma from your old connections and old relationships. Some of you guys, you know, you weren't the popular kid. You weren't the kid that you weren't the most liked, you weren't the most understood. So some of you may have dealt with bullying as a child, and it's still stuck in your head, and it's affecting how you see yourself. It's affecting your confidence. It's affecting your, wow. Why I look down and I find the Four of Pentacles like sitting on my lap, and I didn't even notice it. It was sitting next to me, actually. But yes, there's another indication that you needed to learn how to release control and go with the flow, okay? And release the past and stop holding on to things that you cannot control. Focus on the things that you can. I spoke this to somebody when I did a mini read for them today. My favorite prayer is the serenity prayer. It says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Give me the strength and the ability to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So right now you're going through that transitional period where you're realizing what you can and cannot change, and realizing that you need to focus on the things you can change and release the things that you can't. Release the people who refuse to change. Release the situations that keep you stagnant, that keep you stuck in a box. And don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to expand. Don't be afraid, like I said, to take that leap of faith. Okay? It may look foolish to people, but once it pops off, once everything clicks, once everything falls into place, everybody who didn't believe in you are going to act like they did the whole time. So it's important for you to trust your judgment. Some of you, like I said, have some mommy and daddy wounds to heal from. Some of you, your parents may have not been as present as you would have liked them to. They may have not been as nurturing or as uplifting as you would have wanted your parents to be. So some of you are breaking that generational curse, or some of you need to recognize how the way you were reared as a child affects the type of parent that you or your person is. And it's important for you guys to break that cycle for your children. Some of you, like I said, I said this in somebody else's reading. Some of you, your parents could be deceased. My condolences if that is the case, but they are with you. They are trying to communicate with you through the spirit realm, through synchronicities, through angel numbers, and they're trying to give you the tools in order to succeed, but you have to be open to receiving them. Okay, so it's important that you stay grounded at all times, grounded in the present moment, and not become anxious about the future. That's what's overwhelming you, is that you're trying to control the outcome. You're trying to control the future. You're trying to control how things work for you, when you really just have to go with the flow, follow your heart, and protect your peace of mind. But if you're afraid of how it's going to work out, how things are going to work out financially, how, how long things are going to take, that is going to delay or cancel the manifestation before it even happens, before it even appears. So it's important for you to change that mindset, especially if you are trying to force people to be in your life that are not meant to stay. Like I said, whatever is meant for you will not miss you. Whatever is meant for you will be there when you get there. So you just have to trust the process and trust the journey, and stop self-sabotaging your damn self with your own self-limiting beliefs and thoughts. So if you need to block that person, cut them off, separate yourself, relocate to elevate, then so be it. But Spirit is needing you to quiet your mind more, sit in solitude more, meditate more, pray more, okay? And trust your intuition more, because your intuition is strong and it's trying to tell you that you need to give yourself more grace, speak love, speak life over yourself, and be your authentic self. Don't be afraid to be authentic, okay? Don't be afraid to be authentic. That's what the King of Pentacles is all about, is being your most authentic self. The Queen of Pentacles is about knowing your worth, nurturing yourself, nurturing your body, nurturing your temple. Some of you guys, need to refocus and become align with your physical body as well. Be mindful of what you are putting in. Some of you may have you may have family ailments that are like really prevalent in your family, like heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, things like this. So you need to be mindful of what you put into your body. Woo! As well as what you tell yourself and tell your mind, what you intake through social media and on television. Like I said, some of you guys act like everything is fine. You put on a good face for social media and for everybody else, but you be on the gram scrolling, comparing yourself to other people, comparing your talents to other people, when you really need to focus on you and your calling, because everybody's path is different. Your path is different from everybody else. So don't get caught up in what everybody else got going on. Focus on you, focus on your growth, focus on your expansion, because your journey is yours. Their journey is theirs. So instead of comparing yourself, be your authentic self. Realize you are one of one, and there's only one of you, and that is your superpower, period. So at the bottom of the deck, Spirit said, laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? So stop being so serious all the damn time. Go out, live life, be in the moment, and stop being so anxious about the future all the damn time. All right? Because that make you grow old faster. Okay? It says time to let go. Move the fuck on. So like I said, you guys are trying to hold on to things that are delaying you from shining, that is keeping you stagnant, it's keeping you in a box. It's time to stop shrinking yourself to fit in other people's lives, or to try to fit other people into your life. It's time to stop shrinking yourself out of fear of the unknown, okay? It's time to let go of fear, let go of self-limiting beliefs, let go of anxiety, and move forward. Trust your heart, follow your passion, okay? Love, give some, get some. It will cheer your ass up. Like I said, it's time to stop comparing yourself to somebody else and actually give them their props. Showing love and giving love, and also being able to receive love, okay? It's a equal exchange. You should be focusing on equal energy exchanges. You should be focusing on people who give you the love that you give, okay? It says shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit, okay? Forgive, let that shit go, period. So it's time for you to let the shit go. Stop beating yourself up. Stop beating yourself up over shit that you can no longer control. Like I said, you have more serenity that way. You won't be so anxious that way. Okay, because like I said, you're creating a prison in your own mind by letting the past control your present and affect your future. You're going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. So like I said, you have some shit that you need to take care of. Okay, and the transition may be overwhelming at times. It may be hard and may be uncomfortable, but it is necessary. Okay, everybody is going through their own shit. Everybody's going through their own transition. Recognize that it's for a reason. It's for your growth and expansion. All right, make better fucking choices. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. So like I said, if you don't like the way things are going, if you don't like, you know, being in the same situations, then you have the power to change them. You have to make better choices. Okay, you can't do the same thing expecting a different results. That's the definition of insanity. Okay, stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up, you're missing some cool shit. So some of you guys may be sleeping on yourselves, ultimately. Stop sleeping on yourself. Stop sleeping so damn much. It's time to put in the effort. It's time to go for it. It's time to wake up every day with a newfound enthusiasm and gratitude. Ground yourself in gratitude. Be grateful for the things that didn't work out. Be grateful for the things that are. Be grateful for what you have and stop focusing on what you feel you don't. Okay? Stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do so. Dropped mic. Okay, you have the ability to change your whole entire situation. It all depends on your mindset and your actions. All right, my Tauruses, so that is your reading. And it is a timeless reading, so whenever you see it, you are supposed to. If you would like to book a person with me, you can email me, hit me in a DM. If you would like to tip for the energy exchange, all that stuff is in the description. Remember to drink your water, grow your edges, and mind your business. Peace.